Mainstream or this separate one that you made?
The mainstream.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. Sorry for the delay, folks. Some technical difficulties, but we back. Welcome back to the Combo Dictadora channel. It's been a million years since I said that, but what an occasion to say it, isn't it, Mr. Snare? Energy Esports taking on SIn5, man.
Yep, some good old-fashioned local Dota. Both teams undefeated thus far as well, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see which one of them will have first blood drawn against them. And it's new rosters for both sides. SIn5 off the back of like having a very stable, solid roster for a really long time. They now have Castaway, not just any new player, but Castaway out here, who is going to be taking up a pretty hard carry role in this game. So right now, Energy Esports, as much as they are doing well at the moment, still have to look out for the boy who's been tried and tested in many different regions. So we'll see what ends up happening here. And already like the SIn5 draft better. I think this Puck hero, Puck feels bad, man.
10 seconds
Feels
remaining.
bad being a Puck player right now. I hope it's not your brother playing this, unless he's gonna play it. Wait, your brother plays support on the team,
5
right?
seconds remaining.
Man, you are underselling this match, Snare. I mean, we got SIn5 on one hand, right? The whole stable Dota 2 team. There was an essential part of it, of this team for so long in Adestam. Like, he's been on SIn5 for the past 3 years. Now he's gone. He's moved to Energy Esports, and the replacement on that side is Castaway, who's also facing his former teammate, Welp. And then obviously Mental was also on his team during Masters now last year. So this is the pinnacle of SA Dota 2. This is just facts, right? These are the top teams. They're playing against each other, and it's kind of split because, I mean, Welp was out there last year overseas trying to make it out as a pro there in the C area. Now he's back, he's chilling at home. But Castaway and the SIn5 boys in EU, they're trying to make it pro there. And we've already seen big results. Dennis off to 7k MMR. I mean, they're playing in the Bulgarian league, absolutely smashing the league. So SIn5, they mean business. But like you said, Energy Esports in Masters so far, undefeated as well. 5-0 so far.
Yeah, okay. My bad. Look. Thank you for coming through with the hype, putting the amount of praise onto these teams that they deserve. All right, that's on me. My bad. But I take this out. That's gonna be interesting, right? Is anybody gonna complain about ping after this game, given that they're both undefeated?
So I did check in with the players prior to the game starting. I asked the old Dora and Dai what the ping situation is like for SIn5. So 3 of them they are in EU so far. Dora and Dai, Doom Bunny, and Aghanim, and they all 3 playing on 200 ping. So it is a bit of a disadvantage for SIn5. But the boys Castaways and Slinch, they still here in SA playing on the normal ping. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, ping is definitely a factor here, but are we gonna make excuses? I mean, SA people, we've been playing EU ranked our whole lives, you know?
Yeah, and I suppose as well, if it's Castaway that's here, the mid player is generally the one that experiences the hardest difficulty with high ping. So if he's the one that's local with the other guys, it's not that big of a deal. It's gonna match up pretty well. So Snapfire, you like this hero, right? And I like this hero, but I don't know if this was the hero for this game. Where is the initiation from Energy? Like you have Dreamcoil and what, Snapfire Cookie? Who you gonna toss forward? Like where's the beef? Like who's gonna go forward, right? And tank damage from Clockwork, from Void Spirit, who's gonna be peppered from afar by Nature's Prophet. And whoever they even get behind these heroes on the side of SIn5, how does Energy catch them? Like Puck is not really enough, especially with the Lich Snapfire support duo, which means it's a core Puck as well. This hero has like some real progression issues nowadays. The game feels like it's out-tempoing the Puck, and Puck keeps getting nerfed, getting the bad rider treatment. So what's up, Kamster? What's your brother doing here?
I don't mind the drop from Energy. Actually, I feel like you have Lich and Snapfire, 2 heroes that can deal with what's most likely going to be a position 5 Nature's Prophet. It could still be pos 3 Nature's Prophet, but then same situation. You have a support and an offlane can deal with it. I think Puck most definitely a pos 3 hero here. It could be mid because Adestam really likes the Puck. I think Puck is a very good hero against the Void Spirit because you can lock him down with the ulti. You have an instant cast silence. I don't mind the Puck. It's comfort for Adestam. And then obviously, being such an active mid laner, we could see something hard come out for Depi. But talking about hard carry heroes, SIn5 whip out the Spectre.
You like this, cuz? I don't like this. Well, I'm okay with it.
So,
I'm okay with it.
Snare, you know your hero Eternal Envy? He has a new build for Spectre, and I've been watching a lot of
It's a good
Southeast
build,
Asian
dude.
ranked games.
Yeah.
People are rushing Necrobook on this
Yes,
hero
dude.
now.
Necro 1 on this hero is incredible.
And then you farm super fast, you get that Radiance, then you have a, like, it's basically a 2,700 gold Soul Ring. That's how I heard it explained by Pylai Dai at the summit. But okay, there, I was speaking about a hard carry snare for energy, and there we see the Depi Naga Siren.
Yeah,
That
Naga
is
really
big.
scary. Yeah, this Naga Siren actually does a huge amount for the team. The amount of setup that they would generally need to get off all their spells would be quite insane without a different hero, but Naga Siren like provides that for you whenever you really want it. This is gonna be insane. Like imagine like 2 or 3 heroes clustered around a Dream Coil, Chain Frost bouncing everywhere, Mortimer's Kisses peppering the entire area. It's gonna be pretty crazy. And SIn5, alright, like this actually does change a lot. I don't really like the Spectre, primarily because the way that Spectre plays, even with the Necrobooks, yeah, I was expecting like a higher tempo hero to go with the rest of the 3 that they already have thus far. But now angling towards a later game situation with the Spectre, yes, you have a higher tempo with Necrobooks, but you know, you're still a Spectre. Realistically, you're gonna peak at a much later stage of the game than say a Wraith King, which we see being banned. So now you just pick this Naga Siren as energy, and it's Naga Siren. The longer the game extends, the more difficult it is. Like, we all know that it's Naga, it's coming, it's been nerfed many times, it's been changed so many times, but Naga Siren in the hands of a really good player will make things happen for you in the late game. And Spectre can have trouble dealing with Naga Siren. It's primarily because of, you know how annoying being in Snared is as Spectre. Then you're forced to buy BKB. You hate buying BKB as Spectre. That's the most awful thing in the world. So this changes a lot. Actually, now I'm being forced to say, okay, fine, this energy drops can work, and the Spectre, I don't know. But I've seen Aghanim prove me wrong on this hero before. So
Alright, so quick update for in-game viewers. The stream is back online and working. Just go to my channel, it'll be up there. It's not the scheduled stream because that somehow broke. But back to Snare's point about the Naga Siren. I have no issue with Spectre as a hero in the game right now or in this draft. I think the global fits nice with the Nature's Prophet, with the global haunt with the Nature's Prophet, and with the Void Spirit who moves around the map quite quickly. But Naga Siren versus Spectre is such a hard matchup for the Spectre. Naga farms faster than you, is stronger in lane than you, and actually just scales better than you till like maybe 60 minutes when you unkillable as Spec. And now we see the Kunkka come out as well from Energy, so we have more team fight to go with that Naga Siren sleep setup. So right now, Energy's draft looking very well rounded, and what I really like about the Naga as well is whether this is a pause 5 Nature's Prophet or a pause 3 Nature's Prophet, it beats it in lane. Like, Prophet does nothing to Naga in lane. You have like 10 starting armor. So if this is a core Nature's Prophet, it's really like not looking like a good game. But maybe just a pause 3 clockwork and it'll be a bit easier game, and Nature's Prophet just goes bottom to support Spectre.
yeah, I feel like I'd rather see pause 3 clockwork, Nature's Prophet just bouncing around from lane to lane.
It could also be pause 3 Void Spirit and then something else for Castaway mid, and yep, we do see that Ember Spirit comes out now.
Yeah, this is okay, so this fixes a lot of problems, right? I was thinking before this that because of Ghost Ship from Kunkka and just the beefiness of this hero overall, they were gonna have issues with damage from the side of Sinister 5. They don't really have that much burst. A lot of their damage is spread out over time. If they don't kill you in the initial salvo of spells, that was pretty much it before this Ember Spirit. That fixes a lot for them, allows them to have a lot more presence in these team fights, but these heroes seem kind of fragile in the earlier portions of the game for SIn5. But at the same time, though, you know, it is Puck, I suppose, but Lich, Snapfire, Naga Siren, Kunkka,
I think drafts are fairly even here, because now we have a hero that deals with Naga with the Ember, and then I think Castaway Ember Spirit versus Puck mid, like Adestam Puck mid, it's not that bad of a matchup for Ember Spirit, like relatively to other heroes. And Castaway's Ember Spirit, it's legendary in South African terms.
Yeah, you survive the matchup. You can even win it in some cases. You know, Kunkka should beat you, but you'll be fine. You shouldn't really die as Ember Spirit unless you're like, you know, really pressing your luck. Just be aware of where Tidebringer cleaves are coming from, and you should be alright. This is offlane Void Spirit, right? What's he got for himself right now? What's he gonna build, I wonder? And how much support are they gonna commit to trying to make sure he attains some success in this lane? Because he's gonna be going up against a Naga Sign and a Lich, and you know, even with even with just using Dissimulate to try to get yourself out of trouble, Aether Remnants just to reposition the enemy heroes, it's still gonna be fairly difficult, I think, for him to. I don't think he gets that much out of this lane. I'm not sure how often he dies unless they commit another hero, and they don't really have the Nature's Prophet, so they don't have the easy mobility globally. But Naga's gonna be at some point. Naga's gonna be like self-sufficient. I don't really see Void Spirit beating out a Naga after she has a better start than he does. But we'll see with Dota and Dai what he does here in the off lane. And I
The way
think
I
you're right.
see it, the way I see it for bottom lane is that no matter how it's set up, after a certain point, no offlaner can really lane against Naga. After about level 5, he's just too strong, right? I don't think Void Spirit is better or worse than any other hero at this point for SIn5 in the offlane. And I do
Yeah,
think they needed something else for the middle lane. I don't think anything they could have picked in offlane changes the status quo. But this Castaway Ember Spirit, I think, does change it a bit. But up top, we see a bit of an unorthodox lane for Energy Esports. We see the Kunkka off lane with the Pos 4 Snapfire. Can be a very strong lane. We know how strong Snapfire is in lane as well as the Kunkka. But Doom Bunny is here. Pos 5 Nature's Prophet, the king of laning phase. And Shlink gonna go in as well. Getting off a decent amount of damage here onto the Mental. They're splitting up heroes. Shinx might actually just get the rune as well. Mental gonna jump forward. He's still slowed up by the dagger, taking so many cog shots there. He might actually go down for first blood. Doom Bunny doing so much right click damage there. 55 on the Nature's Prophet base damage. But he's okay for now. Mental gonna survive. And he's got that headdress, the passive regen.
boy. I'm gonna say headdress, boy. Headdress and the tango, you are perfectly fine, especially once you get in range of the tier 1 tower, getting you the bonus armor. So he's Gucci, and the lane is gonna continue. I like this because as Kunkka, it's gonna be kind of annoying in the earlier portions, but as you start to level up, it's really difficult as Nature's Prophet to really have presence against Kunkka. Like this is just free gold for him. These treants eventually, and it's not like Spectre really enjoys having random damage from afar that you can't really do anything about, being cleaved through with creeps, being denied upon, because the Kunkka does have a really nice animation compared to Spectre. I do think this is going to be a good situation overall for Kunkka. Better for the Spectre, or better than the Spectre, excuse me. It'll all depend on what Doom Bunny's role is going to be, but part of the issue is that Doom Bunny also has to be active elsewhere on the map, in particular trying to help out bottom, because we already see Dota and Dai. Look at it, what's he going to do? He still has a salve left, but the best case scenario, just taking a lot of damage. And this is a hero with 2 armor on the Void Spirit. And this is against a Naga Siren, you know. High armor heroes are pretty required. So if he doesn't itemize correctly, he's going to be forced into spending all his gold just on regen, getting nothing out of this lane. And look where he's positioned right now. This is not where you want to be with a hero like Void Spirit. I mean, sure, I get it. You need level 2, pretty large wave coming in. He'll be fine. But I think this might be a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, and I even forgot to mention that Naga Siren as a core against Clock is also quite a hard counter, because you can never really go on the Naga or the support because there's so many illusions to just tank your cog shots. Sorry, your battery assaults.
Yep. There is no way to really be effective against this hero. With all those illusions, you can also easily get herself out of the power cogs as well. They're going to try to put some harass on her now, but yeah, this is just posturing. They're doing what they can. But, you know, you're just chilling right now. You're just playing Naga. You're just happy. You know why you're also happy? Check what TKC's got. Headdress.
The headdress. I was looking up top. So when you're playing heroes that go hard, I've seen RTZ experiment with this. It's nowhere proven to be the best build ever. I think on offlaners it's much nicer than on safe laners. But you can go straight up Ring of Health level 1, and then with the headdress, and you have a passive 9 regen in the lane. It's actually insane. But Spectre didn't go for that. He did get the casual Ring of Regen, because I'm sure he'll go Soul Ring in the lane. But yeah, the sustain is there. This headdress thing, they tried to nerf it, but I think they just made the problem even worse. Now TKC getting caught out here. Bottom Slinks making the move on him. He has a mango. He has his shield available. He's getting sucked back in here. Can TKC make it out with his life? He gets off the frost armor, and he'll be fine for the moment.
Doran Dai is dead. Doran Dai is dead, actually. Oh no! TKC! TKC! Almost want to ping him and see what happened, bro. He had a mango, and he had the frost blast of cooldown. I don't know about that one.
I don't know if Dora's dies there.
Oh, he's got boots. Okay, he's got boots. Yeah, okay, that he doesn't. So.
Still would have been a good form of harass though. And Slinks hunting for this Lich once again down bottom. TKC gonna make it to the creep wave. Oh, not in time. He's gonna get caught. Slinks gonna bring down his former teammate. It looks like it is gonna be the first blood. Dora and Dai gonna pick it up. No! Slinks claims it. He brings down TKC. And lane semi-recovered.
Yeah, this is very, 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 very good. And actually, look at Dota and Dai. He's actually keeping pace pretty well with the CS right now. They've been doing a good job. Actually, overall, I want to really compliment SIn5. The job they've been doing in controlling the equilibrium of their creep waves is incredible. Dota and Dai, they're bottom right now. Sure, they've been taking a lot of harass. He's used a lot of regen, but he's getting all his levels. The same is true of Aghanim. Aghanim is right now 18-2. Sure, Kunkka is at 25-1 at the moment, but the fact that they were able to get a lot out of the earlier portions of this lane for Aghanim, they've been playing this really well. We haven't really spoken about mid though. How's the boy Castaway doing?
So it's been a
How's
very
he doing?
even lane so far. CS shows that 22 and 3 for Castaway, 21 and 4 for Adestam as we see. But Castaway did have to ship out an extra self. Adestam almost had a chance to kill Castaway mid, but didn't play greedy. And now he has to burn all his regen here, even with the DD. So this lane very contested so far.
Dude, 2 patches ago, you know, Castaway would be dead right now. But these nerfs, man, over time.
To be fair, the puck 2 patches ago was ridiculously broken.
Yeah.
So it's balancing all things. I wouldn't call it nerf. I would just call it balancing the game, you know?
Hashtag rebalance. The only game that doesn't have any nerfs happening in it, fam. Just rebalance.
Looks like
No
Doom Bunny
nerfs.
gonna get both the runes top. Schlink's got 1 bottom, so it's gonna be a 3-for-1 trade at the very least for SIn5. So laning stage looking pretty good for them, but I have to talk about this WoW problem up top. He's sitting 34 and 3 now in the CS. Spectre not having a fun time whatsoever, and they actually went double headdress in this lane. Okay, that is very interesting. Is that blind or accident?
Okay, wait. Do they have a headdress down bottom? They don't have one for their heroes. I imagine that they are probably planning at some point to be able to rotate Nature's Prophet out of here. Probably once Spectre has level 6 as an emergency measure to get out of trouble just in case. So at that point, you know, you want Spectre to be a little bit more self-sustaining. Ring might have probably been a bit better, but you know, probably feeling a bit pressed right now. What does he have coming in on the courier? Yeah, he does have Soul Ring as well, so.
Alright, I don't understand the build at all.
He's like, okay, if it depends.
That is miscommunications there. No more justifying. No more justifying.
Bro. If Doom Bunny rotates, then it's all good, bro. Then it all makes sense, cuz we'll see.
Oh,
So
up
right
top,
now, you see.
he's in trouble.
Nice,
He's
man.
getting X'd up. The cookie is there. Are they going to commit? They don't want to. It's a Spectre. The headdress deterring them. Down bottom, we see another kill go down. TKC gets brought down once again, but can Deppy get a return kill? Dennis going to be in trouble here. One more hit. He's going to get brought down. So Deppy finds himself a return kill.
Yep. He has done his job as the Lich, sacrificing his life to enable his core overall. And he knows that right now with Void Spirit dead, you know, Clockwork, as we mentioned before, cannot come in and solo harass the Naga side. I mean, look at this engagement, right? After all said and done, Naga is 100% okay. Doesn't even look like she's been fighting. Now, you know, who needs a courier when you've got TKC? The Lich delivering the boots for the Naga Siren.
We see Castaway have the inverse rune. Looking like he wants to make a rotation bottom. Naga does not have 6 hits. Just about to get it. I don't think Deppy's going to level the song. Going to probably be greedy. And Castaway might be able to capitalize on this. He's left mid lane for a long time now. Does Deppy know? He gets off the illusions. But he's still probably going to get brought down here. Castaway, what the Flame God doing? Insane amount of damage. But Adestam with rotation as well. He gets 3 in the Dream Coil. Deppy surviving for the moment. They bring down Clock. And now Castaway might be in trouble as well. TKC gets off the suck. Going to have a blast in a second. He does. Blast on Castaway. Gonna get the remnant out. Is it gonna be enough? No. Adestam jumping forward. 1 more right click. 2 more right clicks. 3rd one gonna come out. That's another kill. And up top, the Spectre went down as well. It's a disaster for SIn5 in a matter of moments.
Yeah, it all falls apart. They lose all of their cores. Well, not all of them, you know, Don't Die ends up surviving, but a lot of gold ends up being lost in a very short span of time. A lot of opportunities to farm out the map. They're being heavily pressed back at the moment. Runes are about to spawn. Dodan Die's gonna try to pick one up, but it's been pretty rough. And right now, SIn5, their draft is being shown. Like, they're so fragile at this point in the game, right? They don't have any defensive items. They take a little bit of damage from any of these spells, and it just feels like they fall over at this point. I mean, let's even think about Aghanim, right? Like, memes aside, the fact that he's been forced to resort to getting Soul Ring Headdress just to be able to survive this lane, and even then ending up going down, you know, not able to get enough farm in this early portion to survive the laning phase itself. They need armor, and there's so many of these heroes. I mean, look at what that one cleave just did to Aghanim. Like, it's incredible. They're gonna try to get a kill on them though, so let's see if this works.
This is the level 6 Runka. I don't know if this is gonna work out the way SIn5 wants. Schlink's gonna make the move here onto Whelp, but the boat's gonna come out. Schlink's gonna be able to dodge that, but Whelp still completely fine for the moment. Adestam TP'd once again. Can he find another big Dream Coil like the last time, or he's gonna be forced out? This time, doesn't look to be a successful rotation from Adestam. I feel like in your analysis there 2 minutes ago, Snare, you didn't give Adestam enough credit for that great time TP there.
Oh, no,
absolutely
Adestam playing,
sensational.
honestly, out of his goddamn mind. This is incredible. He's made literally no mistakes. So yeah, what can we say? What can we say? You know, You know, sometimes it's kind of like you don't talk about it when the sky is blue. It's like, oh, at this time doing well on park, whatever, man.
I've seen that story before.
Yeah, so whatever. This is what I expected to see. What I did not expect to see though was that after they made that rotation,
So up
towards
top, once again, they want to try for Whelp. The boat's on cooldown this time, so no Coco's Rump to save him, and it's a two-man call from Schlinks. Is he going to survive this? The Cookie out from Mental. He's going to bring down Schlinks. Dennis in trouble as well, and Whelp, he's still standing. He's got 300 HP. He's got his phase boots. He finds the double with the cleave. What a play from Whelp, and now Doom Bunny going to try for the TP out. Do they have anything to cancel? It doesn't look like it, so just two heroes going to go down top, but man, oh man, Whelp 3-0. I don't think this is the hero you want to be rotating on, Snare.
nope, you cannot rotate on a Kunkka at this point. Doesn't even have a defensive item. Level 7 with phase boots, ring of protection, but still has 1000 HP, 10 armor at the moment. Incredibly tanky, very difficult to bring down. Ghost Ship notwithstanding, adding in the Coco Rum as well. And what is very, very, very difficult for them to deal with on the side of SIn5 is that whilst all this is happening, there's a lot of action that's happening in the top lane. And I was about to draw attention back to the previous fight when this one broke out. But this entire time, Naga Siren just being chilling, minding her own business. Think about this, right? She's 1-0-2. Kunkka has a killing spree right now. 3 kills after having mass rotations on this hero with maybe 1 or 2 other heroes. A lot of experience for him. But he's still not the net worth leader. It's this Naga Siren just calmly farming bottom. Not even bothering to take the tier 1. Look at the health of the tier 1 tower. This lane's been abandoned for the past 2 or 3 minutes at least. And now it's just like, okay.
Just maximum efficiency here from Deppy. The exact right thing to do, because he's going to hit his timing, like we said, before the Spectre, right? By the time he has Manta Diffusal, he's ready to fight. He's ready to go. He can set up plays for his team defensively or offensively with that song. And he's ready to fight, pushing out lanes all the time. The Spectre, on the other hand, he's got to play catch-up for a while before he becomes that threat, you know?
Yep, it's going to be quite some time before that's possible. That time should be bridged by Castaway though, who right now power trades building in towards getting a Maelstrom for himself. This Maelstrom is gonna come. Oh, okay. Aslan's building the Boots of Travel rather than going for the Blink Dagger early.
That's a classic Adestam. What did you say about that? Sorry to interrupt you there.
I'm actually okay with this. Bottom lane though, it's gonna be a fight it seems. I think Doom Bunny's there.
The boat's gonna come out. They're gonna catch Doom Bunny. There's the blast from DKC. Is it gonna be kill number 4 from Whelp? Oh, what a tango! Easy clap. Whelp gets another.
But you know how you know Doom Bunny's a support player? Puts a ward down before he dies, boy.
Oh man.
What a guy.
But brilliant rotation from Deppy, but it actually might be punished. He's getting Gordon up top. Dennis out of mana. Dora and Die not going to be able to catch him now, and Aghanim actually misses the dagger. There's no way Deppy should survive here, right? Okay, eventually he goes down.
No, he's fine. He's gonna get sleep now. Oh wait, he doesn't have illusions. Okay, he's gonna die. He actually kind of missed. Like,
a lot of space created there, and bottom, Castaway gets a kill as well, so 2 kills going the way of SIN5.
Deppy was a little bit too far out though, like without the rest of the team. Everybody's playing in mid and towards bottom, and the thing is, because of the fact, ironically, that ward that they placed down, they scouted out that the 2 supports were still bottom and that Park was still mid, thanks to this wonderful ward placed close to their own tier 1 tower. So SIN5 make the correct move. They know that Deppy is completely isolated, and catch him without enough mana available to actually cast the ultimate. So
Whelp's courier died that had his hood in it, so that's also a little delay there from the side of Energy Esports. And that rotation on Deppy was so huge, right? The game was so out of hand prior to that. It was more than it's already a 4K net worth lead even after that, to the side of Energy Esports, as well as the map control. The minute they got the kills up top, Deppy moved because he knew that they're going to rotate now to try pressure the Naga, because they already failed on the Kunkka. So they completely swapped lanes. Kunkka TP'd bot immediately, and Deppy went up top. He took the tier 1. Yes, he died by the tier 2, but it's an inevitable death at some point, right? The map is always so pushed out. It doesn't really matter if you die next to the enemy's tier 2. But as I say that, Whelp might be in trouble now. He's going to throw out the boat. Is it going to land? It's actually going to catch 2 heroes. Prophet ulti is big, but not big enough. 2 heroes kick the deck immediately. Make that 3. Oh, man. Mental with the double. Doom Bunny trying for the TP out. They have nothing to cancel, unfortunately.
that was literally the exact same situation as we saw before when they made a move down at bottom, getting caught underneath the tier 1 tower, getting blasted to oblivion, with a brilliant TP coming in from Adestam, setting up the fight for success. Yeah, okay, I suppose. I guess we're not getting towers, boys. Game is hard. Like, so in retrospect, I was really underestimating just how easily they'd be able to execute these team fights on the side of SIn5. Like, on energy, excuse me. Like, okay, maybe it is because they're so close to their own tower. It's quite easy to be able to set up around that particular objective. And we'll see as the game develops in more chaotic places what the fights look like. But if this is a precursor of what to expect, it looks good. And the main thing that is still keeps happening, and I'm gonna hop on this as okay, Wob's just farming ancients, but Deppy still just farming, just
And
chilling.
he's farming in the right places as well. Like he's farming out top, pushing out the waves, like right to the Spectre's tier 2 to force him to defend there. Farming out Spectre's jungle for a large portion of the time. So he's really maximizing his own efficiency and pressuring the map at the same time. This is top tier Naga plays from Deppy so far.
And on the back of that, what you
Oh,
mentioned
Doom
now
Bunny
about-
with a stylish
nice.
deny there.
That was bossa.
Sorry,
But
what were you
what
saying,
have to
Snare?
do- On the back of what you're saying about him being able to also farm out the lane and the jungle, look at Aghanim's net worth right now. Well, the entirety of SIn5 is struggling at the moment, but still not looking particularly good. And right now, one of the issues with having a hero like Void Spirit in the offlane, right, is I was saying at the very beginning of their draft on the side of energy that I was worried about their lack of jump.
Oh, talking about jump, Adestam gets the coil on Castaway, middle Castaway, going to get absolutely incinerated there, and now the Horde's going to be there, but Aghanim not feeling confident to jump on anybody. Schlink's going to hit the deck as well. Mental with the second double kill of the game, and another great rotation. They catch out Castaway behind his tower. Adestam doesn't even need a blink dagger on Puck, apparently. He just walks in and gets the coil off.
Yeah, I'm not sure that really should have happened, but you know, I'm just thinking that earlier I was saying, you know, what are they gonna do? Initiate their team fights just a Snapfire cookie? And apparently that's exactly what they're gonna do, because that started off most of their engagements, working out pretty damn well for them so far. And what's really concerning, what's really worrying, is that it's still a long time before there are enough items on the side of SIn5 to be able to fight against this. They still need to finish this Radiant, and even after that, you need one more item that at least beats you up. They're gonna try to get Mental at the very least, though.
They get one, so there's a return kill, and it's a big streak going his way to Dora and Die. The streak gold now changed in the most recent patch. It swings a lot more than it used to.
That's 500 gold for giving us support, fam. That's good times, you know.
So I did pull up the graphs earlier during that tier 2 push. It is a almost 10k experience lead for Energy Esports and a full 7.5k in net worth. But now Castaway, he's going to get X'd up. The Lich making his moves on him. Oh no! He remnants out too fast. He's going to get the side of first off. He's going to get his second remnant out, so he'll be okay for the moment. Dora and Die though, he's going to get brought down, and Deppy now with the double. Kushniks dies as well, and in the back line, Adestam does have his make now, and he finds Castaway. Can they bring down this Ember Spirit? Once again, it does look like it. 3 heroes hitting the deck for Sinister5.
So look at the HP on these heroes on the side of Energy Esports right now. Like,
They can fight
barely
again.
any damage. They can fight immediately. The damage, they barely any damage taken. Cooldowns, what you expended, the Chain Frost, fine, that's acceptable. Everything else will be up almost immediately. You know for a fact that you can just do whatever you want right now. We see that at bottom, they're gonna go for Aghanim, and they force the TP in from Clockwork, but that also opens up space, perhaps in the top lane. We'll see if it gets utilized, but Doom Bunny is doing his best to push this out right now. The name of the game for these supports on the side of Sinister5 is delay, delay, delay. Doom Bunny doing what he can at the moment to make sure that this is possible. You're gonna have to play a dangerous game for a while, just drawing attention as much as humanly possible, but it is what it is, and he's gonna do some cheeky things like this. These maneuvers do actually help with delaying the game, taking out the courier from Deppy, and that was, I don't know what was on the courier. It seems, it wasn't the full diffusal blade though, but that is incoming. But the longer you can make this hero wait for his items, the more time you can buy for the Spectre, who only now is picking up the relic, not even the full Radiance. We're at a point right now where Diffusal Blade is about to be completed on the Naga side. We see this Kunkka very close to having a full Heaven's Halberd as well. Sanj being delivered on the courier as we speak. And Adestam on progression towards having a Dagon, having had the Blink Dagger for some time now. So this is a kind of a crazy lead that's been extended by Energy. Sinister5 definitely on the ropes. I don't know if they get out of this. And that the issue is, honestly, right? You see this hero, the Spectre hero, even after he gets Radiance, you still need another 5 minutes before you're actually ready to be able to fight. Not going to seem as impactful as you would want this hero to be with the Radiance. Like, compare the impact right now that, say, a Raid King has Radiance versus Spectre has Radiance. Rather go for, like, Necro, Yasha, Abyssal Blade, or whatever. But this
I feel
Radiance
like the
build,
the
I don't think
Radiance
it's
is
super attached.
necessary. He doesn't have a choice this game. He's playing against the Naga Siren. It's his only form of damage. But like you said, he's only picking up the Relic now 18 minutes into the game. Is it going to be too little too late? I think the next fight with the Radiance will be do or die for SIn5. If they can win that fight somehow with that Spectre Radiance, it'll be huge. But as I say that, before we even get to it, Dota and Die getting caught once again, and Welp going to be the one to pick up that kill.
Wow. 2 kills, not just one. Support and a court yet again.
Did
getting
do
ran
Money
over.
Die they were in the same place? Did I just
Yeah.
completely miss that? Okay, alright. Apparently there's Nature's Prophet in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody told me.
You know the thing you mentioned about like Spectre needing Radiance to deal with this Naga Siren, right? I was thinking about what are the other reasons why this Naga hero is so great versus Spectre. Naga Siren has traditionally been dealt with very well by these illusion heroes. And generally Spectre, when playing against any type of illusion carrier, will always have to buy Radiance. But regardless, it's actually the tempo that you need to set to play against Naga right now in this meta discourages you from going Radiance. But you have to versus the realities of the hero matchup. So this catch-22 situation, there's no right answers. The only right answer is that EN is wrecking us, boys. We need to try to do something. They're taking the tier 2 tower right now. They're encroaching upon every aspect of the map. The only heroes that are going to be free to move around are Aghanim and Doom Bunny. Well, Ember Spirit as well. Actually, these heroes are fairly mobile. But that's the thing. They're going to be using the mobility just to be able to try and eke out some farm in these oncoming waves rather than actually doing something novel. Try and advance their own interests on the map. You have to resort to things like this. Look where Doom Bunny is farming right now.
He's just waiting for couriers.
Yeah.
He's a resident sniper. He's got the ward. They know he's doing this though as well, because that's what he's been doing the whole game. But you do have ways to delay the game. But as I say that, Schlink's looking like he's gonna get caught once again up top. 4 heroes gonna surround him, and Welp gonna pick up the kill again.
Yeah, I think he was very out of position there. There's no way that there isn't vision on this side of the map. Like, he does get down this... Oh, no, that's not even a sentry that he plants. He doesn't have vision on him. If he was planting down sentries, then I might understand that, but... At the same time, I don't know about that play. He had to have known that they were going to collapse on him, and now he's actually opened up the avenue to Roshan, because he's one of their primary sources of initiation, because they don't mind that he dies. Every other hero that can initiate this game is really a big problem if they end up losing their life. Right? You don't want the position 3 Void Spirit, mid Ember Spirit, and or the Spectre to die early on in the fight. At least if you throw the Clockwork in first, especially inside the Roshan pit, that might give you a modicum of control to try to take the fight. But if he dies in that situation, guaranteed Roshan. And now they have no incentive not to try to go up the hill. I mean, look at Debbie. Debbie's building towards the full heart, has Aegis, Diffusal,
He's halfway there.
He's halfway there. He's even backpacked the Ring of Sarai. Doesn't even care. He's like, man, you know, I actually prefer the damage on a farm right now. I don't really care all that much about the additional HP.
HP regen, he's got 30 armor. He really DC at this point, so to speak.
He's like, guys, it's chill, bro. Don't even worry about it.
But now it will be a high ground push. The stall isn't bad with the Ember Spirit. Oh, Castaway might be in trouble. He actually gets caught here. Did he leave a remnant in base? Yeah, he did. He's alright.
That's fine.
So we do have the Ember Spirit, one of the best high ground defenders in the game. You have Nature's Prophet cut waves and such to stall the game. Clockwork, rocket flare, I suppose. So, well, yeah, the high ground defense is okay. Not the greatest we've ever seen, but not the worst ever. So we'll see how long they can hold energy off the base. But I don't think energy feel pressured to do anything with this first Aegis, really. Like, they'll chip and charge here, but they don't have to get the racks right now.
Look what's happening right now. They're actually going to go on Ember Spirit because his whole team is pushing the tier 1.
Castaway, he's going to get boated now. Can they burst him down in time? He's dead. He has the buyback. He's going to be forced to use it immediately. The Mortimer's Kiss is committed as well by Mental. And now, again, I'm going to pop the ult. He's actually going to go in here. Can he burst anybody down? Don't die. Going to go in, but there's the Naga Sleep to disengage. There's 4 heroes caught in quite a dangerous position right now. There's a Torrent. It's going to catch on 2. There's a silence from Puck as well. 2 heroes eviscerated in an instant. And Aghanim, he's in deep. He's no escape for him right now. He's going to try to run away. The mischance with the Radiance is working, but not well enough. The Dagon from Adestam comes out. He's got the triple. Castaway is there. Can he get in return kills? He brings down TKC's Lich. Can he get more though? Mental here in the... He's going to jump up. He's okay. Castaway got a remnant in a second. Can they bring down Deppy here? They take down his first life. Can they get the second here? Aghanim with the buyback as well. Oh, he misses the dagger though. And Deppy, he's just straight up fighting. The coil is back online as well. In the back lines, Dora and Dai gonna bring down Mental. No, Mental. Okay, he survives. And eventually goes down. But Aghanim, he's trying to man fight up here. This hook shot in from Snakes. It's there. They kill Deppy. Deppy goes down. Castaway, is he gonna make it out? Buff on the run. There he gets him with the cleave. Ember goes down. It's a dieback, but it should be enough to hold the base. Bob gonna throw out the boat. He catches Doom Bunny, but there's 4 heroes around him. It might be another core for the side of Energy. Gonna hit the deck here. He's making space, but inevitably, he's gonna fall.
Woo!
High ground defended, sneh.
High ground defended, but an extremely costly defense, right? So they had to expend 3 buybacks on all of their cores. Nonetheless, all these buybacks are now on cooldown. A lot of gold gets thrown down the drain, and they do end up being able to maintain their high ground. They keep it safe. Unfortunately, there's not that much for them to claim on the map. They're going to be able to at least secure the tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Are they? There's TP's coming in. I actually don't think they get
They're
it.
not even going to get this. Oh my gosh. Then that was not worth it then, honestly. Even getting the kills on the Naga side, because now Naga is the only hero in the game. Well, her and Clockwork, but you know, Clockwork, whatever, who actually have buyback. But the other heroes on the side of Energy do have buyback off cooldown. They just need to farm the gold to have that available. So right now, I don't think at the end of the day, SIn5 will be happy with how that fight played out, because sure, you hold the high ground, right? But you only did it off the back of 3 buybacks on your cores. If any of these cores die again, there is no way that this fight goes your way. And that entire time, that was with Naga, who had in her inventory a Diffusal, a Manta style, double Wraith Band with Aegis. Now, there's no Aegis, but that has been replaced with the Heart of Tarask. So even the fact that...
Which arguably might be even scarier for the taking into account the illusions and stuff.
Because they barely killed her. Like, she was on... She almost was able to escape. But they barely kill her to bring it down. Now that is not necessary.
Oh, they might catch Adastam here. They're going to lock him down. Is it enough to bring him down? Yes? No?
Nope. Oh my god.
Oh, Schlink's trying. He gets off the coil though. Even if Adastam goes down here, it's worth it. They get coil on 2. There's the Granny out. It's doing so much damage. 2 heroes gonna fall. The support duo perishes for SIn5.
What a player.
Oh man, Adastam was so close to going down there.
Oh man, that would have been so huge if they were able to get the kill on this puck right now. He is 5-0 and 14. Would have been a massive amount of gold that they pick up off of that one. But they don't get it because there's a reason why he's 5-0 and 14. He's been playing out of his freaking mind today. Aghanim Scepter already picked up. That's why we see this mass amount of damage coming out with his ultimates. They've just been playing really well on the side of Energy. We see why this team has thus far been undefeated. I mean, this is not to say that SIn5 have been playing badly at all, but I do think that right now, strategically, the way that this game is supposed to play out for Energy, the game's going exactly how they envisioned it would go. SIn5 not really able to make this game happen the way that they would like it to. And unfortunately, the heroes that they have before them don't really give them that many opportunities to try and make something really, like, who makes something happen right now, right? That's going to really change the game without putting their entire life at risk, without buyback. We'll see how this pans out. I think they have to sacrifice this right now. Wait for the port to come back online in 40 seconds. Rather defend.
Oh, there's the Axe turret from Kunkka. So many just getting thrown out there. Dora and Dai gonna fall. 75 seconds, he's out of the fray. Tepi gets off the ulti. They bring down the range racks. Do they want to re-engage here? Torrents are available. They're actually gonna be off the mark there. They're gonna miss it on Klinks, but he goes down anyways. Melee racks looking like it's gonna follow. Is there a creep wave coming? Oh, backdoor protection.
No.
What a thing.
Wouldn't it be great if we discovered that at that exact moment Doom Bunny had TP to the mid lane? Oh, it's Aghanim that's here though. He might get caught out for this. Nah, I think he's fine. Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, the Spectre live. Yeah, he's fine.
TKC almost got him there.
They have this Orbs ward, but he's fine. The exchange isn't that high, so he's cool. If it was Glimpse, he'd be dead right now, but X-Max spot, he's fine.
So space created once again from the side of SIn5. They still hold on to their melee racks, but man oh man, that defense wasn't too pretty either. But you gotta do what you gotta do at this point, right? Every minute you buy is important, especially when you have the Spectre. Aghanim almost close to his Manta style. If he finds one of the support solo, he can blow them up now. He actually a hero once he has that Manta.
Also have to bear in mind that the longer this game goes on, the closer we get towards some really interesting level 5s, 25s. And I think this Spectre 25 in this game has a potential to be absurdly strong. Just the amount of increased damage that goes out in the opposite direction, additional tankiness helping you to kill Kunkka, deal with all the damage that's around you from things like Mortimer's Kisses, Frost Blast, Chain Frost. But it is imperative that they don't lose 2 lanes of frag. I think they can deal with 1.
Talking about this Kunkka, he picked up for the tier 3 neutral items this Paladin Sword, which is absolutely busted on a hero with this much regen. But we see Mental throwing out the ulti there, but he's actually going to get caught in the backlines. Aghanim with the ulti, but there's the... Oh my god, what a huge boat! Followed up with the Chain Frost. Okay, there's 3 heroes blown up immediately. No more Rax talks, ne? It's time for the throne.
No, you always get Rax first, just to make sure. So, you know, in case
no buyback on Spectre. No buyback on Void Spirit. Okay, they're going to go for more kills. Castaway going to get caught at the X. He's going to get the Remnant out though.
Discipline. They're going to get 2 lanes.
Alright. My bad. I've been playing a lot of rank recently. I've been seeing a lot of throws. Just how these things go. Castaway silenced up. Oh, he's going to get caught here. There's the Naga Net and Ember. Going to be in trouble. Going to get absolutely busted down. He doesn't have buyback as well. So that's 3 cores dead. No buyback. Mental still throwing out the voice towards. And second lane of Rax looking to follow here. Team Bunny. He gets off the Sprout, but it's not enough. Alistair, I'm going to jump him there in the backlines. He gets another kill. He's got like he's going to get... Oh, okay. Almost gets thrown back into the fountain, but he's going to survive. See a buyback come out from the Prophet. Saving his Void Spirit there. But inevitably, this game is just done and dusted, snare.
Yeah, this is just GG.
Even Spectre can't come back from this nonsense.
Feels bad. Game is hard. Honestly, I still think the Spectre was the problem.
I completely agree with you. I think when you show Clockwork, Nature's Prophet as your first 2 picks, I kind of played the other side in the draft, but I'm gonna go full on 180 here. When you have Clockwork, Nature's Prophet as your first 2 picks, super high tempo heroes, and you're picking a Spectre as your safe lane hero, it just doesn't really make sense, does it, Snare?
Yeah, that as well, but also I think had it been different, had they say maybe had the Void Spirit going mid and then the Ember Spirit going safe lane and something else, a Centaur, Legion Commander as well, you know, old special for Dota and that, just something that can like force the fight on their behalf as a team, can push the tempo and not have it be a situation where you have to wait for not just items but for really long cooldowns as well. Game could have been different, but we saw that once energy. They didn't even need to come online with a lot of items. Just with a bunch of levels, pretty much nothing they could do. And now with items as well, look how easy it is for them.
Oh man, this Kunkka torrent is so silly. See, Castaway, he buys back. He's trying, Slick's trying, Dennis is trying, Castaway going in, but he gets caught. He's dead. And surely we see the GG get called now. So is the 5 still trying their best. Slick's gonna go in. Yeah, you're right. Every second wasted hitting a throne is a second being spent losing the next game. I don't know, Snare. I don't know.
But it's also a time that you get to spend talking about the next game.
Yeah.
And being like, yeah, I mean, this was some of it, like, you rarely see Energy do, or SIn5, excuse me, do something like this, right? Where their offlane hero is one that necessarily needs at least some time to gain a lot of levels and farm, rather than one who is able to sacrifice themselves in some capacity. So this, I was very surprised to see it come out. I don't think it really worked out for them. Spectre safe lane, Void Spirit off lane. Just don't feel like, look, this is a tempo-based meta right now, right? We saw there's just a particular point in the game where Energy started to get kills, like around 12, 13 minutes in the game, where they began getting kills and never stopped. And the SIn5 couldn't really do anything about it, not just because they lost the laning phase, but because post-laning phase, all these heroes need time, and they need items, and they need levels in order to be hyper effective. And they need other heroes to be able to back them up. None of them are the heroes that necessarily do the heavy work of starting off the team fights, of doing the sacrifice play. You know, I'm gonna go die somewhere in the enemy jungle. I'm gonna go draw aggro away from you, just so you can have a better game. So I don't know, it was one of these things where the resource allocation was too difficult to manage, and Energy Esports didn't have this problem at all. even though they had like everybody got a lot of farm right on their team, but Kunka didn't need a lot of farm, just needed level 8, and it's like, okay guys, come at me and see what happens. Like from level 6 even, we saw that one play where they rotated 3 heroes on him and nothing happened. He killed I think 2 of them, able to get away scot free, has level 8 now. And it's like, sweet, no items, I don't need anything more in order to be able to make this happen. Sinister 5 levels by themselves aren't enough. So let's hope that the next draft doesn't have this particular issue.
Yeah, that was game number 1. Energy Esports had a dominant performance there. But game number 2, we're hoping Sinister 5 can pull something out of the bag. Maybe draft a bit better. Maybe play a teensy bit better. And we could have ourselves a series. See you guys after a short break. And we're back. So we were delayed to start the game, but the second game is starting in an instant. There's no smokers on either of these teams, Ace now.
Oh yeah, people are healthy, man, and people are taking the current pandemic seriously. Smoking and any related activities does increase your risk of contracting the virus in a serious capacity, and needing intensive care. And we need all the beds available for elderly people and for people who are really, really sick. So don't smoke just for the lulz.
You know the lockdown is serious if me and Sneh are casting a Zere Dora game is all I'm saying. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's been a while and this game, the minute I randomly checked the VS gaming page today to see like if this game was gonna happen or when it was gonna happen, and I saw it and I was like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been training my whole life for this moment. And I hope SIn5 have been doing the same and can give us a better performance in game number 2. Because I want to see that game number 3, baby. I feel like we didn't get to see how good they actually are in that last game.
Hold up. Before we could discuss the game further, right? You know what we should commit to doing, Kamster?
Right,
for the sake of the people, for the sake of the people, right? During this lockdown situation, we're gonna cast as much South African Dota as we can, bro.
You know what? Since I actually know that Snare can't go out partying now and will actually cast, I'm down with the Diggy, dude. 21 days, boys. Zere Dota will be streamed.
For South Africans, by South Africans, we out here. Social solidarity, but physical distance. Let's do the right thing.
Yeah, dude, Trump can talk about sending his people back into the workforce. Nah, yeah, in South Africa, we streaming SA Dotes, man.
Streaming SA Dotes for the people, man. We're gonna see, oh my god.
This is not a good side.
What?
When you lose a game and then you have to first pick Ogre, it's not very reassuring there.
Look, I would have preferred if they left Centaur in the pool since they have first pick and then just pick Centaur themselves. I love the respect ban on the puck. Let's see, energy, they're gonna go Lich again.
TKC has only 2 heroes and one of them is Lich.
So they went, what does this support do? Lich Snapfire last time, right? And they went for Lich puck opening. There's no real reason to change up what they want to get for the early game for Adestam. They already know there's going to be an Ogre for SIn5, most likely playing support. They don't have to be that afraid of it. They grab the Clockwork themselves, though. This can actually be really good with Lich for similar reasons as we saw with the puck in the previous game, in the sense that once this hero gets on top of you, if there are multiple heroes in a small area, Chain Frost still does an absurd amount of damage. Even with one hero, the Frost Blast is very annoying. High amounts of magic damage in the earlier portions of the game. And again, you're playing against Ogre, right? A hero that has no spell to get out of these power cogs. You have a cost point animation that's fairly wind up long for the fireball, so you can't really stun the Clockwork in that duration. At the same time, you also have an issue where you're not really farming a lot as this Ogre. If you're playing support, that is. It might be core Ogre, but I'm not happy about that. I'm assuming it's support Ogre. You're not going to farm that much. You're not going to have a 4-star early on. I mean, you won't die during this initiation from the Clockwork because of how beefy you are. But at the same time, you're not very effective.
Oh, this is nice. This is real nice. You see the support duo?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if it's a support duo. This could be a pause 3 clock, and we could see like maybe a Nyx Assassin pause 4 or something for mental to counter the Snapfire. But if this is a support duo, like this is great for Snapfire. Like you see a Clockwork going in or something, you just press those more and more kisses, you just blow the Clockwork up, or you blow somebody up, right? It's a jump outside of the cogs as well, which is also pretty great. I just think the hero is a pretty strong hero. It lanes pretty well as well because I don't know what its Q is called. It's a new hero to the game. Don't flame me, chat, but it does a lot of damage.
What, the scatter shot?
Yeah, that one.
What's interesting about this hero though in this game, we already saw some success in the previous game from Energy using the Snapfire cookie as a form of initiation. Ogre is also one of these heroes that doesn't really mind being thrown forward, and because of Bloodlust, you get that bonus move speed, so you're very happy to be like, yeah, I'll go. We're very close up. When we get tossed in, it's going to be wonderful.
10 seconds.
It's some good stuff. So we see the Kunkka ban art as well. I like this ban. I think Whelp played insanely well in the Kunkka last game. But then again, banning against Whelp is one of those harder things because what doesn't he just style on, you know? You see a Pugna. So this draft is still fairly open. This could be a mid Pugna. This could be a pause 3 Pugna. This could be a pause 4 Clockwork. It could be a pause 3 Clockwork. Don't think SIn5... Okay, maybe SIn5 do know what's going on. But I don't know what's going on yet in this game.
I haven't actually seen a game with Pugna in quite some time. It's been a really long time, and let's see what like I haven't seen any games, especially even in pubs after the changes. Like from I think it's better
It's the
now,
same
right?
hero that it's always been, dude. Pugna is just Pugna. It's strong. It
No,
nukes
the life,
towers.
but the life chain was like super buffed, right?
Did
Because
it get super? Okay, I need to check the
yeah, super
patch. Yeah.
buffed. Like the cooldown got massively reduced, right?
Pugna
It
buff.
does a little bit less damage, but the cooldown more than makes up for it with like the overall cooldown reduction. And the scepter is like way better than it used to be. Um, so this hero is better. Does give them a form of being able to push down
Whoa.
towers. Okay.
Okay, that is a big change. And then they nerfed the damage a bit because obviously they had to. But
Yeah.
man, oh man, that's some serious
Yeah.
7 second CD. I'm surprised I
Yeah, it's
actually
very
haven't
strong.
seen the second more. This hero more, sorry.
We'll see how it's gonna work out in this game. I hope that SIn5 are gonna be running this Void Spirit in the hands of Castaway in the mid lane. This is one of the heroes that can actually play fairly well against the Pugna. Not just being able to get away from the life drain and break it using the Astral Step, but given the items that you generally tend to buy and Void Spirit and the spells you have at your disposal, you can get on top of the Pugna fairly easily. Create spots of opportunity for the rest of your lineup to follow up on. And this game, the only source of burst is Lich Alt and Pugna. Or if Pugna gets the full combo on you, if Void Spirit does end up buying Yol Scepter BKB, for the most part, shouldn't really end up dying all that much. That's why I kind of hope this hero goes mid. It's going to need a lot of levels versus this Pugna. This is very interesting, though. Energy going for the PL for Deppy. Right,
It's
this
not
is surely,
interesting.
this
This
is
is just
surely
the
Deppy.
best
Yeah, yeah.
carry in the game, dude.
I think PL's better than Lycan. No, dude, better. Lycan's the best
Okay,
carry in the game, man.
Lycan. Okay, Lycan is very good right now. You got me this, ne. You got me there. Necrobook is great right now. Lycan is he's so stupid in the lane. They changed before he had infinite regen in the lane. He was broken for like 100 patches. Then they take it away. He's a nobody. Now they give it back to him, and who would have thought Lycan's back in the meta? Buffed his
Lycan's
ulti as
out here.
well. Lycan's broken, but he's not in the pool left, snare.
Right. So check this out, right? So I decided, I just wanted to see, um, this is an experiment where this Ogre Magi hero fits into the meta. And apparently it has the fifth highest overall win rate at the moment. But let me try sorting Divine Game. So
Wait, let me tell you why Ogre is great right now. This is top tier caster analysis here. At level 10, he has an Ignite talent now. So you max Ignite again. And that Ignite talent, he's actually absurd, dude. Even if you.
wait. Never mind. The hero's win rate drops off gradually as it increases in the difficulty of game. So never mind Garbage Hero.
Obviously, in low MMR, Ogre is always great. In high MMR, it's always, well, it's Ogre. What can we say? Oh, Pangalia. Okay, I like that. Some team fight, some
Yeah.
initiation. I
They were
think
missing
it's.
a hero like this in the previous game.
But I don't know, like the lane might be rough. Like if it's offlane Pango, maybe it's a mid Pango. Like offlane Pango versus Phantom Lancer is a very hard lane actually.
Look, like all that you need to do in this game as a Pangalia, right? Get to the point where you have some farm and you can cast Rolling Thunder, right? Because Rolling Thunder is going to be extremely good versus a lot of these heroes on the side of Energy Esports. You can get directly on top of the Pugna without any fear of actually dying versus the hero. Clockwork doesn't really bother you. PL as well, you can quite readily spot out the real one. At the very least, we were like paying somewhat attention, but it does provide them some ways to at least narrow down the opportunity to kill heroes on the side of Energy. Before this, they sort of had the previous problem in the previous game, in the sense that they didn't have a hero that could easily get on top of the enemy and start the fight for them. But now, if one hero gets errantly stunned up by a Rolling Thunder, you can easily find yourself being Aether Remnanted, Fire Blasted, Mortimer's Kissed, Snapfire Cookie might start you up, whatever the case might be. But this gives them options, basically. Like, this opens up the game for them so that the last hero that they pick, they don't have last overall pick, but they're not going to be forced into a situation where they're like, oh crap, our last carry has to do a million and one things. At the very least, they just be like, Aghanim, carry the game. BPL. That's all you have to do. You just BPL. We can actually deal with the rest of the team between these other four heroes. You're not stuck in a situation where every single part of the draft is focused on dealing with PL and not addressing the rest of energy draft.
Alright, so let's look at the options here, right? For carry. So you could see Sven, which is also like a kind of weird matchup against PR because In theory, it's pretty good because of cleave, but PL can kite you. But I don't know if it's the same now with the new Bloodthorn being main item on Swin and the new Ag, so you have a lot of chase. He has the Dispel talent as well for Pugna, which could be pretty good. We could see Terrorblade come out, which I think is pretty good this game. Like Pugna is a save and can be a bit annoying, but other than that, like he's fairly good against Phantom Lancer with the Q. Actually, no, not that great anymore because you can Dispel it now with Phantom Lancer. Okay, so scratch the Terrorblade.
Pick Ember. I think Ember can work this game, actually. I think this hero can be decent, can be very good against Phantom Lancer, provided you play it hyper.
The lane versus Pugna is very difficult.
But you're not going to lane it against Pugna. You're going to put Void Spirit mid. You put the Ember safe lane.
Yeah, it's Ember safe lane is also a bit of a yikes, though.
Yeah, but you don't want to play against Pugna mid.
I mean, if they pick Ember here, they could get Monkeyed mid, they could get Ursa mid, they could... I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Ember this game. They need another answer for this Phantom Lancer. Let's see what they go. We got 5 seconds.
Watch them pick Alchemist, cuz.
I'm down with that, Diggy, by the way.
What did I tell you, bro?
All right.
Ember, bro. Ember's... okay. I think SIn5, it might just be me being biased, but I think SIn5 is gonna win this game, bro.
Is Ember versus Pugna not like a super hard matchup? I don't know if RDK is still in the chat, if he can give us some insight or something there, but I'm pretty sure that's like quite a rough matchup for Ember.
10 seconds remaining.
The Ember, it depends who goes mid, right? Because Ember Spirit doesn't have to be the hero that goes mid. But either way, I think early on as Pugna.
But I think they just counter him, yeah. Like they just could pick like Ursa or Monkey or something and just smash the mid lane, put off Pugna off lane, and then we're good to go. Honestly, like I don't think they have to commit to Pugna mid. There we go. Big brain play. I haven't seen that coming. Snare, you curse SIn5 actually. If they lose this game, it's 100% your fault.
Watch, it's gonna be Castaway playing this here Void Spirit, right? You check, bruh, and then Aghanim's gonna play the Ember Spirit. They're gonna put the Void Spirit mid. And the Void Spirit will play against the Monkey King, and it won't be as bad of a matchup because at the very least you have easier ways early on. Like Monkey King can't actually dive you underneath the tier 1. There's higher incentive as Void Spirit to take Aether Remnant early versus Ember Spirit picking up the bowlers early on. So you'll be fine, dude. You'll be fine. This is all gonna work out. It'll be chilled. He's gonna get 1 value point in to simulate, and then once he hits 6, he can't die, and then. At that point, Panglia is going to be like about to crest onto 6. They're going to pick up an Invis rune. They're going to rotate down. And they're
let's change the narrative here, Snare.
They're going to kill everybody. It's going to be great, bro. I want game 3. Shut up. I don't want to hear this.
When you think about Whelp, well, what do you think? You remember his top heroes in your head. You like Whelp Timbersaw, right? You have the classic when he used to play carry, the Whelp Wraith King, right? But you know what his favorite hero is? Chat?
Pugna, bro.
Is Pugna. And for good, his Pugna is actually insane. Like it's funny to say that because you don't think like Pugna highest skill cap hero, but trust. We're gonna see the WoW Pugna. We're gonna see some real shiz to keep the stream PC, man. Keeping it fucking PC, Kappa.
No.
You know we can. All right. But if you have faith in the SIn5 draft, I'm happy for you. I just the lanes look rough. Maybe the bottom lane. It's actually quite a strong lane. Ogre, Ember. Nothing to scoff at. Obviously, they're playing up against Clockwork, which is not fun. Top lane, we got Lich, PL. Actually just broken lane versus Pango, Snapfire. I don't know how they contest PL in that lane, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, sometimes you have to forget about contesting PL and just get farm.
You ever saw that Reddit meme where it's like, play against Liquid. Let Miracle farm for 30 minutes, lose game, and then shock Pikachu face. This is what I'm thinking, seeing this PL hero with a free lane.
Look, man, what can you do? Look, you're not going to die here. That's the paramount thing and the important part about the draft. And you actually have the kind of heroes that can be pretty annoying in handling the sort of lane aggro, making sure that you actually do get farmed. They did a decent job of that in the previous game. So they can keep that up here, then they can still actually get a lot out of this early portion of the game, but unrealistic to expect them to be able to beat out this PL. But look already. Your boy Schlinks out here. Getting the body rune might sacrifice his life for this, but you know, Don't Die might help him out. But if he doesn't, you know, he'd understand. So of course. Yeah, I don't know why he ran for it though. Now he has to commit the self for no reason.
What did you want? He had to do. He has to go to lane now.
I mean, he could have just waited for them to leave.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. We're trying to make a trade. It did not go well. Energy got a much better trade there. Those strings did get ruined though, so nothing to
I
really
mean,
scoff
yeah,
at.
he's got 6 tangles. It's fine.
And they got the headdress, dude. The regen is
That's
there. This is a
whatever.
headdress
Yeah.
gaming now.
I'm interested in this lane mid. I want to see how it actually pans out. This Void Spirit versus Monkey King. As you mentioned, generally we do see this Monkey King being picked up to counter out Ember Spirits. It's definitely a different matchup, not least because it's much harder to actually get 4 Jingu stacks out onto a Void Spirit, but it's easier to farm from afar using the Resonant Pulse. It's not like you are walking around with Flame Guard where you actually have to go to the very end of the creep wave. Resonant Pulse allows you to farm him from a little bit further away. So he's not going to experience as much pressure, but I haven't really seen this matchup enough times to be able to make a pure distinction and know what's up. I'm sure the mid players in this are going to be like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? We've seen this matchup a million times.
Yeah, I was gonna say Castaway specifically would have played this matchup before, because when Void Spirit came into the meta, it was a very commonly picked hero, and Monkey always the counter to these melee mids, right? So probably a matchup Castaway knows well. Adestam doing very well in this matchup so far, 6-3 as opposed to Castaway is just 3-0 in the CS department. But it's actually funny. Like before, we used to think about the super high skill matchups like the Cops and Pucks and stuff, but now it's like, how do people deal with these like unbeatable heroes mid, like the Kunkers, the Tinies, the Monkeys? Like that's where a lot of the skill comes through now.
The sustain meta, the hero that can guarantee further sustain, generally tends to end up winning the melee matchup. And we see that being meted out. Adestam having a fantastic time here in the mid lane. Doing really, really well, playing hyper aggressively, not allowing Castaway an inch to breathe, playing quite oppressively in his face. It's working. He's already got boots. Using this to great effect. Make sure that Castaway is always on the back foot. Like, sure, he might have spells to make sure he's not actually losing his life, but neither is he really pressing back Adestam. Adestam's basically having a free lane where every now and then he comes in to harass Castaway. And this is going to carry on for quite some time. Not going to really change. And there's no real room for any support to rotate to help him. TKC is going to be making sure that PL does secure his farm. Because as much as it is the case that they're not really going to force his PL out of this lane, if PL is alone here, you still don't want to play as aggressively as you otherwise would want. And at bottom, obviously mental. Just has to try and make sure that Doombunny and Aghanim do not press onto Deadly. So this is going to be quite some time where Adestam just has a free lane, does what he wants. Everybody is just trying to handle what they can.
Oh, TKC no mana for the blast.
Very close.
Top lane, Debbie trading quite well. Still has a decent amount of regen. Gonna bring the second Wraith Band in. Probably bring another Mango up top just to keep that kill potential going. But the lane against PR just does not get easier for the Pango as it goes on. Like once he has multiple points up in the Phantom Rush, he's so strong in the lane. All 3 lanes actually going well Energy's way. We see bottom lane, Whelp absolutely smashing 19-12 in the CS department. 12 denies in 4 minutes is insane.
Yeah. Okay,
TKC dies up top.
comes though. We
What's
have
that
to
one?
question. We have to question the decision at bottom to not go Flame Guard in this lane. Like,
Radiant's mid
I don't know.
tower
Like, you know
Do,
that you're
do
gonna
you know how
critique that.
useless it is against Pug now? I'm not even going to be funny with you. You press it, he presses Q, and it's gone.
No, it's not just against like the Nether Blast, right? So at this point, like he's being forced to farm
He's
a slight
8-1. This is the hero. This is the last pick hero you wanted to see at 9 picks there. And he got 8 CS in 4 minutes. I'm just saying a certain caster on this on the stream said, don't pick this hero, and another caster said, pick this hero.
Gonna be
We're
fine,
gonna
man.
see
Don't
which
worry,
one is
don't
right
worry,
at the
don't
end
worry,
of this
don't worry.
game.
It's gonna be fine. Look. You see what they're doing right now, right? They're allowing the enemy team to build up that gold, so that the bounty when it comes back is even higher, bro. Don't even stress about it.
Caster has actually got a lot of the lane. He's sitting not that far behind Adestam. Adestam did make a big rotation up top where he kills Lynx, which I kind of missed on the camera. Sorry, stream. But mid lane, Adestam committing quite deep here.
Nice find on Castaway.
Dire's mid
They
tower
are
is under
still
attack.
still actually keeping up quite well in levels on Castaway. Basically similar CS. He is gonna get to a point where he is gonna be able to make rotations across the map. And Void Spirit is dangerous at these early levels. Still looking to finish off some of these early items think definitely wants the magic wand. Does feel like a Yule's game, in particular when playing against a Pugner. Even though it does have this 7-second cooldown now. They lose TKC in the top lane. Schlink's able to pick him up. Doran die was being chased by Deppy. Doesn't end up losing his life, however. Deppy just goes back to farming.
What?
At the same time,
I missed all the kills in this game, dude. I would actually report me so bad right now if I was watching this stream. Let's not talk about it.
You guys hear that, right?
We all have these
That's the
days,
instruction.
guys.
That's the instruction. Gotta
Report the stream.
Report same time.
At me on Twitter. The whole thing, boys. The whole thing. Okay, up top. Slinks won't die. Yeah, I'm watching. There's no way he dies. Goodness. When he actually rotates, he's gonna stun a creep and they're gonna miss the cookie. That was maybe not the best situation. And now Ember Spirit alone against the Pugna.
Hashtag not great. Not great, not great, not great.
Level wise, Aghanim isn't too far behind Pugna at least.
Yeah, the one issue is that like when the rest of his team is able to play aggressively on the map, he's gonna be stuck farming a little bit, and they can't really afford to have the whole team just wait, because you do not want to play into a waiting game versus the PL. Like, sure, it is the case that I do think that Ember Spirit, when online, at least for a short amount of time, well, short to medium amount of time, can present a legitimate threat versus a lot of these heroes. But right now, things are weird. They get some harass out onto Deppy, force him back somewhat. But things aren't looking as bad as they could. They're going to lose their lives though. It's not going to be great for them.
Deppy gonna have the rush in 2 seconds. Not gonna commit for it, but Schlink's gonna go down. Mental actually getting that kill. Can just imagine the Phantom Lancer in that TeamSpeak chat with a bit of moans. But they get a kill, and I actually caught it on camera this time. I'm so happy.
I'm glad Schlinks did the sacrificial play and used the Snapfire cookie on his offlaner, ensure that he survives. Did the right thing. That's the right thing to do. You know, you gotta make sure when you're playing support that if somebody has to die, it's your blood on the line. Mid lane, Adestam might want to go into Castaway, but Castaway does have Astral Step now, so basically impossible to kill this hero now, honestly. Unless you get like a massive jingle crit and kill him in 2 shots, there's pretty much no way.
This game is not looking good for SIn5. They got, if you look at the net worth, we have offlaner who has 1.5k net worth at 8 minutes. This is absolute shutdown. Their most farm core is the melee hero that played against Monkey in the lane.
It's fine. The offlaner in question's a Pango, bro. Just wants level 7. He's okay. Bottom lane, Mental's gonna die. See, it's gonna be bonus experience.
Mental gonna get jumped on here. Can they bring him down? One more hit, gonna do the trick, and Castaway gonna pick that one up for himself. So 1 kill going the way the mid lane of SIN5. And up top, look like they want to dive Dennis here as well. He's gonna run away. Be fine for the moment.
No, it's fine. He's not gonna die. He'll be okay. I wonder in this game if they decide to go Maelstrom on one of these heroes, at the very least a major farming item, just to try and take further advantage of the bloodlust that comes out of the ogre.
Yeah, I'm sure the Ember will go Maelstrom this game against PL. Not like he can go Radiance this far behind, right?
Yeah, I was thinking then they don't necessarily need double Yoles because Void Spirit's most likely going to be buying that. So yeah, Maelstrom does make the most sense. There we go, already queuing it up at the moment. Indeed going to go Maelstrom Battle Fury. So old school carry Ember Spirit. Flashbacks to the Eternal Envy carry Ember days. Boy, I'm ready.
Man, looks like you're going for the phase boots, or maybe... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the...
Yeah, they're here.
How I feel about the phase boots this game either. Like, I think you're going to spend a lot of time farming to catch up with Ember this game, so maybe Cheds would have been better. But I guess maybe it feels like for the lane it helps him a bit. But talking about the lane, Dora and Die. Sorry, Doom Bunny. It's blown up, down bottom, up top. Castaway looking to make a rotation, but before he can, Dora and Die just going to get blown up there.
Very unfortunate. The top lane situation was the saddest one. Bottom lane, losing Ogre, whatever, but losing the Pangolier right before he's able to crack level 6. Literally like 10 experience
He is
from this point.
third bottom net worth, man.
Feels bad, man.
He's 1700 gold. He's got less farm than his pos for.
Please tell me you caught what Adam Tam just did.
No, I missed it, sorry.
Feels bad. So he goes out, he decides, well, it's not enough for me to just be able to pick up an additional kill or to be involved in it. Let's jump. Jumps on some trees, picks up the body rune right in front of the Void Spirit's face. What can you do?
Adestam styling on some kids right now. It's a 5k net worth lead at 10
10
minutes, chat.
dude. Yo.
XP 4k, but 5k, that's actually insane. And the kills is in favor. Like, only 2 kills in favor. So you just know how rough the lanes have actually been.
You know what's insane though? Or kind of weird for me? I've never seen a lead this big, right? With heroes, say, like this Pugna. Oh, wait, Pugna doesn't matter because they
Ooh.
found themselves a double kill middle. Did you catch it? Did you catch it?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I
wait.
did.
What happened? Tell me
The
about it.
granny ulti went through, Castaway did his things. I saw the whole 3/4 of the thing. No kappa.
I mean, it works out then, right? Lots of damage being dealt out. You get a ton of experience out of it. A
That
lot of
is-
gold.
And they got... Okay, so unfortunately, Castaway was not the one to get the kill on Adestam, but he didn't actually have a streak, so not too big of a deal. They get some map presence back. Time off the map that Adestam is not farming. So, all in all, great stuff for SIn5, but doesn't really change status quo of the game so much. Like, the win conditions are not the Monkey King this game. Deppy's still free farming up top, down bottom. Welp still putting insane amount of pressure on old Aghanim.
The rotation here from these two supports. So, you know why I'm not really that concerned about the way this game's shaping out thus far? Is
Because
that-
you're a biased caster.
Well, that obviously that's first and foremost, but look at this lead, right? So they got a 5k gold lead right now, and they are playing this Kunkka down at bottom. They have Clockwork, they have Lich. Oh, you have
Mental? He's just running in on Castaway here. It's quite brave. Aghanim gonna zip off.
TPs?
Deppy, he's going for this. Oh, Voice Bird duking so nicely in the trees. Castaway gonna get the TP out. It's a lot of time wasted from the side of Energy, and TKC gonna go down. Decent rotations from the side of SIn5, holding on to the tier 1, keeping their heroes alive.
And Castaway does not TP back to base. In fact, TPs towards the mid lane, gets a bloodlust, so we're going to use this time to push on the tier 1 tower. I was going to say that you're 5k gold behind, right? But we're 12 minutes in. You have a top net worth Pugna, and only at 12 minutes is this tower being taken. You might be actually 5k gold behind, but I guarantee the players in this game, they feel like they're under level, but they don't necessarily feel like they're, guys, we're this far behind on gold. It's like, alright, we just need a little bit more time to pick up our items, because as they hit these level timings, they still will be able to fight, right? We've already seen that just off the basis of a little bit of additional experience, there is a difference that can be made with these heroes. Like, this is, Adestam better not come down from here. If they spot this hero out, he's gonna die, but at the same time, Clockwork, Mental might be able to find the perfect angle to initiate a fight here.
Wap almost got the Ember top. Mental is looking for it. He's got the hook shot. Actually, he's going to find Castaway. Jump coming through from Adestam, but Castaway, he's just going to Astral step out. He's Gucci. There goes down Mental. Dennis making the roll through. Can they burst on Castaway there? Granny out coming down. Not enough to bring down Castaway. Sorry, Adestam there. But they get the tier 1 mid. They're getting some objectives. Forcing a TP from the Phantom Lancers as well. So, SIn5 making good rotations on the top here. Uh-oh. Dora and Die getting caught up on TZ's favorite space. The hill.
But Cliff TZ'd. Hashtag worth. This is, you know, it's a Pango that has started to catch up a little bit in some network, but overall still very low on the totem pole in the hierarchy of distribution of resources, but you still get the tier 1 in the mid lane. You force a fight that forces a lot of rotations. Sure, you're going to end up losing your tier 1 as well, but again, we know exactly how much net worth they are ahead on the side of Energy, and you're 6k ahead at 14 minutes, but you're only claiming the tier 1 tower in the mid lane now, right after trading it with your enemy. It doesn't really feel like a loss, and at the same time, this Aghanim Ember Spirit is farming to his heart's content in the top lane, pushing it out somewhat, does have a remnant drop down for safety just in case, so it can also be used sort of like as a scout. If they recognize that heroes are going on him, could be a signal to go elsewhere on the map, because nobody will be farming in that direction. They actually might get TKC here. Yeah, I think he definitely does.
He's taking the camp. Oh, actually, Phantom Lancer going. He has his diffuser blade. TPs are coming through. They own this outpost. TKC making a lot of space here. Deppy gets a step off. Gets off the ulti before he goes down. Just gonna bounce and Castaway twice though. Not too scary. But now they bring down Dora and Die immediately. Tubani gonna get caught as well. This Phantom Lancer with his diffusal before the 15-minute mark is just so damn scary right now.
Wow,
Snare.
wow, that was crazy actually. The amount of damage he dealt to Deppy on Deppy was insane. It was very fast.
Phantom Lancer when he gets his Defu blade, especially if it's early, he's just the strongest hero on the map. Like straight up uncontestable.
There's a lot like this. Whenever Phantom launches ahead, each time it gets a new item, just automatically makes him the strongest hero in the map. It's like, oh my god, he got Lancer. Oh my god, he got Heart. Oh my god, he got Butterfly. What do we do?
That's the
Hero
problem with
is
PL. Strong in
pretty
the.
bonkers.
That's why I think this hero is just like he's just the carrier, right? He's strong in the lane, he has a good mid game timing, and late game nobody rivals him. He's just and all and be all of Dota 2. What more can you want from a carrier, man? What more can you want? Up top, at a stem, waiting. I don't know if Castaway saw that jump there. Probably did not. Clockwork Flare off the marker. They're gonna try TP to try contest Castaway here. At a stem, he's waiting. Is that the full different blade coming in the career? It actually is his diffusal as well. The bottom lane, they're gonna make the moves. Mental jumping in, trying to burst on Dota and die. He's gonna try to get his ulti off. Does he get off in time? He does. He's gonna survive on his little HP space created. Mental gonna die to the tower there. Easy, Katoshka and Dota and die gonna get off the TP. Space created, man. But Castaway, he TP'd in. He's taking a lot of damage. Half his HP down in an instant. Doom Bunny gonna walk in and get absolutely shredded here. Deppy now on a killing spree. Aghanim coming through. Chains
Still doesn't have his
put off the
Maelstrom.
mark.
The main issue right now is just damage from the side of SIn5. They don't have any of it. That was also fantastic positioning coming in there from Whelp to be sitting right here in this enclave in the trees. Forced the Ogre to have to walk all the way to get vision at the nighttime because he couldn't see him around the corner. Very well played there from Energy Esports as a whole. And as their reward, they'll claim the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Move out, keep getting as much money as they can. You see that TKC, even he's gonna get close to having an item once upon a time in this game. But the main worry I have right now is Adastam, right? So with
Oh
him,
my
having diffusal
god,
power,
and Debbie just
Vambrace
finds
really?
himself a Vambrace, literally the greatest agility hero item in the game. Probably the best tier 2 item in my opinion.
so good, dude. Vambrace is amazing. There's never a time you're sad to see a Vambrace.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh man, I didn't want Vambrace right now. It's like, oh sweet, I'll wait, bro. I'll happily take a Vambrace. Dude, it's like a pseudo, it's like a knockoff Ultimate Orb. Amazing. For free! Oh my god.
It's better than Ultimate Orb because you get the 10 stats, you get 5 of the others, and then you get like a perk, like
Yeah,
10,
get the
10 attack
perk,
speed on the
magic,
Agi.
yeah.
Dora and Die, gonna get the roll away.
I suppose we're playing the same game as they were playing in the previous one, right? Try to buy time. Figure out a
Yeah,
way
but this
to
game
get
they don't
back
have
in
a
this game.
Spectre. This game they're playing against the Phantom Lancer, against the Monkey King. Late game is not their friend this time round.
Let's see what they can make of this mid lane. They still don't have an Aegis on the side of Energy just yet. So as much as they are much stronger than SIn5 right now, it's still possible to die. So I'm glad that they're taking this more disciplined approach. They have smoke back up though. And they know that the smoke is available because it ended up popping almost immediately on TKC. So Mental knows that somebody is nearby. They have vision right now of Dota and Die. This ward, man, this warding on the side of Energy just this entire series has been impeccable, on point, extremely aggressive. But you always have to play around where your vision is, and they've been doing that immaculately. Making sure that if they place aggressive ward, they play aggressively. Right now, look at the vision that they have. If they can find an angle onto Castaway, which Mental is looking for, at the moment, they can probably get the kill onto this voice for hero. They're gonna get him. Gonna try for it now.
Oh, what a hook shot from Mental. Absolutely stopping that ulti. And now Adastam jumping through. He gets off a huge ulti. Aghanim taking so much damage here. The diffuser burnt all his mana. He's going to get forced out there. Tower eventually going to drop. SIn5 only lose one hero there. All things considered, not the worst trade ever. And they get a return kill. But man, oh man. That play from Mental was so good. He stopped the Rolling Thunder in its tracks.
You know what was hilarious though? Is that Mental, after casting his power cogs, Adastam got stuck inside him, so he took all the damage from the Mortimer's kisses. He was like, what the hell is this? Can't you move
Oh
away?
man.
But still, Mental did make sure that that fight went way better than it might have otherwise, making sure that Rolling Thunder was completely wasted from Dota and Die. Bring down this hero extremely fast. Does cost his life as clockwork, but what do you care? Not only do you stop the enemy offlaner as a support, but also that same offlaner commits a buyback. And for no real objective. It was pretty clear that we're going to lose that tier 2 tower. No way that we're going to be able to go into Roche. And no way, I think, that they wanted to contest Roche right at that moment for the side of SIn5 anyway. So that buyback may come back to haunt them. I hope not. But we'll see as this game develops. Right now, next port of call needs to be Roche. And what step he got next? He's got already
He's
got
got a
Manta.
whole Manta.
Yeah.
An entire Manta.
But man, Wobb's also still keeping pace with all this farm, which is pretty crazy right now.
He's gonna have Greaves in a second as well.
Yeah.
Atos Greaves. He got the same farm as a PL. How Whelp does it? Who knows, man? Only Whelp can do these things.
The Pugna with a huge amount of HP,
Is under attack.
lots of sustain, life drain as well. There we go. And he's also carrying this arcane ring around. Man, this is actually fantastic on this hero. Guarantees the most amount of spam that you can possibly muster. This
Any
is
hero-
gonna be wonderful.
The hero that Arcane Ring is the best on is Dazzle with the CD reduction. It's actually so nice.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Dazzle in general, Dazzle with bad juju is the dumbest thing in the world. Just like, what the hell, guys? Some of these neutral items. Like, I saw a game. Did you see that? I think it was EG versus Crazy, or was it Cloud9 or something? Where somebody was playing Dazzle and they got Flicker with max level bad juju.
Oh my
Just
god.
bouncing around the teeth like it was hilarious.
That's actually so cool.
Let's see. They're gonna try and push this tier 2 in the top lane. Agnum does have Maelstrom now, but still not nearly enough to try and defend this. And yet again, he might not be playing a hero like Spectre, but I think he's playing this as if it's a Spectre. I don't necessarily like going straight in for the Battle Fury immediately after picking up the Maelstrom. I mean, it might suck to have to buy something like BKB, some kind of defensive item at the very least, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Right now, he can't even show up to the top lane physically, except to just throw in a slide of Crystal 2. Just
I mean, I think
not have
that's.
the survivability.
Oh my god. Okay, he almost died there. Castaway going in, doing a decent amount. The Lich ulti gonna come out here. You're actually getting so many bounces off. Aghanim jumping back in. TKC still alive. What a messy fight. Well, blows up somebody though.
Oh,
Now,
big
Joda
plays.
and Die in the backline gonna go down as well. Well, put the double. Doom Bunny inevitably falls to 3 heroes hit the deck. They do have buybacks.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Tippy concerning diving the base there.
That fight. Yeah, that was from the jump. There was no way they're gonna go to win that fight, and now because they have this Ember Spirit that is nowhere near a real item yet,
Radiant's
he's
top
gonna end
tower
up losing. The game's actually over.
Yeah. It is
Radiant's top tower.
a rather unfortunate series of events here for Sinister5. It's just been a downhill slope from the draft. Minute 1 till minute now. 18k goal lead, 23 minutes in for the side of Energy. They are going to show some discipline, not going to try force the racks while all the heroes are up. Going to back out, smoke out, farm out the enemy jungle, secure the
Not a
Roshan
good
maybe.
decision at all. This, I don't know about this sometimes. Look how strong their heroes are. They are almost every hero in their game, right? The lowest level core is level 15 on their side. The highest level core on the enemy is level 14. PL's level 17 right now. You have a Reaver in your inventory. Okay, might have just picked that up.
Yeah, he just picked that up. Monkey going to pick up BKB. Like, they don't have
You
to
could have at
force
least
it.
gotten range racks. Look at the HP of the range racks. At the very least, keep this lane
It's
pushed
not a
out somewhat.
concern, because now they have the BKB and Monkey. They're going to have the Heart and PR. They're going to walk up and they don't have to worry about Raxes and things. They're going to be fountain diving. And then the game's going to be over.
It better work out that way. It would be a very sad.
Because there's a 99 to 1 chance that they throw the up top if they like go ham, right, and commit for it. But like this, with the BKB on, oh, Mentor gonna break the smoke here. Walk into a sentry, he's gonna get caught. He's gonna get brought down. Like this, I don't think you can feasibly lose a fight with like BKB on Monkey and such.
Oh, PL might actually die.
Oh, the Manta.
Okay, nice. Where were the rest of the heroes? I'm kind of surprised that it took them that long to respond on side of SIn5. I suppose also as well, you're a little bit hesitant to want to engage fights right now. They still really want to try and finish off the farm for Aghanim. But my worry about them not getting the range tracks, right, is that look where this creep wave is in the top lane, right? For Radiant creep wave is way bigger than Dire one. It's gonna push it out at least until halfway through the tier 2. Okay, Clockwork is gonna help out a little bit to mitigate the damage somewhat. But nevertheless, there's no pressure coming in on this lane. Because they got that kill at bottom, now Sinister5 can push out the bottom lane and made it sort of stable, where they can easily come back with just a hero like the Ember Spirit to defend us. So you're in the situation where you've given them the one thing, you've given them time, right? Like, sure, you do still have these heroes that excel in the late game, but how many times have we learned? What was it the puppy said? What was it that said about the late game? It was Dendi. It's like late game, anything can happen. So the objective is to avoid playing late game. You don't pick Pugna to go late game. You want to win this game quick, man. Push down these towers. Like, they want to take this fight right now, but Castaway is not going to die here at all. And this is buying more time. Nice find, dude.
More good.
He's fine. He's under level. He's hating life, but he's fine.
So who do you think's hating life more, the Ember Spirit or the Void Spirit this game? The Ember Spirit does have his Battle Fury, so his high ground defense is actually pretty decent at the moment against the likes of the PL. Maelstrom plus the Battle Fury. I don't actually mind this ultra greedy build because I don't think at any point this game his team could fight. So the high ground defense build, your best chance actually.
I am personally looking forward to some super large crits. That's what I really want to see. That's the content I'm here for. Ooh, good times. Titan Sliver. Oh, he's actually sending it back to base. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to
Probably
the
the Void Spirit.
But he has a Vambrace. So maybe Pango? Yeah, Pango has a... Okay, no, give it to Void Spirit. Yeah, give it to Void Spirit. Pango will take the Vambrace.
Oh man, this rack just melts. The high ground defense is not even nearly enough against like hard PL and stuff.
Wow, this is acceptable,
Firstly.
honestly. Look, as SIn5, right? You're thanking your lucky stars that the second time energy visits your base, it's only to claim one lane of racks instead of two. So I don't think that they mind the state of affairs whatsoever. They're probably still surprised that the racks lasted as long as they have up until this point. So it is not so bad at all. Things are Gucci from their perspective.
I think energy is going to go again. They're pushing out the mid wave here. Well, I assume so.
Let's see. Are there any power spikes that will be reached by SIn5 before the next push comes? Doesn't seem like it. They do have this Aghanim Scepter now though for Castaway. So you do now get the additional silence coming out of the Resonant Pulse.
That is quite nice. AoE silence. Charges on the ability. He's trying his best. But this PL is just so strong right now. He has his Heart of Taras completed. Sieging away at the towers. Doesn't look like this much that SIn5 can do.
The main issue is that the hero that's supposed to be able to combat against the PL, either with high tempo raw magic damage early or with physical damage. Ember Spirit still not really having a game, has a long
He's not
way to
even
go
at
to
base
catch up.
trying to like stall.
Yeah, he knows it's pointless. Might as well actually just take a tower.
It looks like... Okay, energy actually going to back off. They're not going to commit for that second Rax. Looks like they wanted to hunt for that Ember Spirit instead. Whelp running. Not going to find him though.
Does not have Chrysalis on Aghanim. So we are reaching a point where... Okay, it's not really that many heroes that are threatened. It's only really the Lich that has anything to fear from a couple of errant crits here or there. But it can actually stack up, especially when there's a lot of PL illusions bunched up with other heroes in the mix. A lot of damage can be dealt out at random directions.
Yeah, this is the ultimate glass cannon here from Aghanim.
Yeah.
Let's go Rapier next, I believe.
Oh man, I hope so. He needs to be careful now. Look at it, there we go. That's the boy. Oh wait, never mind. Never praise players because they die. He's dead. Yeah,
He's in trouble.
Oh no, it's fine. It's got Remnants.
Alright. You doubted your boy, man. You doubted him for no reason. Right, so now, third time's the charm. They're going to walk up for the bottom lane of Barracks.
I don't really think that they get this so long as they still have... Okay, nice usage there of the cliff in an aggressive fashion there for Energy Esports to make sure that they still have health on it.
I'm waiting here in the tree lines. He's going to siege up the Barracks. Aristam sees him. Silence is there on Deppy. He doesn't have the mantle this time, but he's still just wailing away at the racks. Slowly but surely doing the siege. It looks like SIn5, no Adams up there. Playing on the other side of the Barracks. But second lane falls down. Third lane. They're going to go for it. Or going to back out, play cautiously once again.
Doesn't really feel like they're trying anything to prevent this. They just sort of like watch that happen in front of their faces. I mean, sure, I get that they don't really have any real easy ways to fight, and because of how much gold they've expended recently on the Ember Spirit to finish this Chrysalis, there's no buyback available for this hero. But I don't know, man. Like, it feels like on Castaway, you bought this item, like for the Aghanim Scepter, to give you an aggressive silence. It's only a solitary BKB that's available right now. Okay, there's two of them. Okay, never mind, that changes things. If Adeslam and Pugma didn't have BKB, then I think maybe it's easier to get aggressive. But I don't know, man. Throw in a Mortimer's Kisses. If you feel like you're gonna lose the racks anyway, like do something in that time period. Because if you were just gonna watch it go away, then Aghanim might as well still be bottom trying to push out this tier on tower. At least that would still feel useful.
The smoke is here.
But
They're
not
trying,
all
but
together.
Energy definitely knows there's a wave pushing in bottom. They're they're actually gonna get the jump. They find Dubunny. They burst him down immediately. Adeslam gonna jump forward. There's the hook shot from Mental. They're gonna find those Schlinks. They get sucked down to the low ground. Brought down. Two supports hitting the deck. Creep still doing their thing in the base. And now our Energy just gonna go for it. Are they gonna go for the Roshan? It looks like they're gonna make the safe play. Get that Aegis up on Depi. And end the game from there.
Yeah, they played flowchart Dota in this game.
They've shown so much respect, like not looking to make any mistakes. Very, very clean from Energy Esports. Not giving SIn5 a chance to come back.
I don't know, man. This play that we just saw at middle, we had 5 heroes smoke up out of the base, 2 heroes stick around, 1 hero stick around to farm neutrals, 1 hero starts to farm middle, 3 other heroes go into the Roshan, into the river, 1 hero into the Roshan pit, 2 of them to their deaths. Just doesn't really feel. You mentioned in the previous game that there might be some communication issues because some odd things are happening from SIn5. Even in the previous game, there were some moves that they could have just made or that were possible to make at a time that they didn't really take
die.
advantage of.
So we're gonna go. He gets Adeslam here with the Rolling Thunder, but in the background, Depi, he's just going in. He's fearless right now. He's so strong. Aghanim actually gonna get Koche. Has no mana. Can they burst down Ember Spirit? Depi gonna try to charge him down, but Slink's buying a lot of time with the Mortimer's Kisses. But Depi, he just doesn't care. He's got Aegis.
Yeah.
He's got a heart.
He can do what he wants.
They're gonna secure the Megas here. And oh my god, that damage from WoW pops the Pangolier instantly.
You know, for me, when I was thinking about...
Look at the range.
He's got Aether Lens, man. Aether Lens, above that, he is good. No problems in terms of passing out this life.
Oh, Mental gets a hook shot. Splits up the fight here nicely. Castaway, he's secluded. He's trying to fight here, but he just can't do it. There's BKBs, there's everything. He's gonna fall. He's got no buyback, and that's the game. Energy Esports with an impeccable series. They cleaned this matchup 2-0, cementing their place at the top of the VS Gaming leaderboards. What a game from them.
Very, very clean performance. We saw yet again basically no mistakes from anybody. You know, one of the main things that I also think went wrong in this game, or went very right for Energy Esports, is Energy. They both games picked lanes that didn't require rotation, even if things started to go sour, and that you could rotate to in order to secure kills. When they were ready, when they were good and ready, they're like, all right, we're good now. We're all gonna go to one place. We're gonna make a play happen. Just played really such clean, crispy Dota. And when I said that I could think that the Ember Spirit is the pick to allow them to deal with this PL hero in some way, I did not imagine for a moment that I'd be seeing an Ember game where he's 1-0-2 in the entire game. In some respects, it's actually almost better if you're just feeding as an Ember Spirit. Because if you're gonna go Maelstrom Battle Fury versus PL, like I get it that you want the Battle Fury to also cleave more, but get it as a 3rd, 4th item, not as a 2nd one. If you had Maelstrom crit, that still would have been greedy and not my preference. But going the direction that he did, there's just such a dead amount of time. This is what, 7,000 gold?
There,
8,000
take the
gold
L.
just sitting, bro.
Take the L. Just acknowledge that this Ember Spirit pick was straight up game losing.
issue
There was
isn't the
no
pick,
laney wins. It just does nothing. They got outdrafted in both games, and I feel like the second game draft was so preventable also. Like if I can see if you pick Ember Spirit, you're gonna get counted with Ursa or MK, then surely SIn5 should have seen it. You picked Pango into PL, you know the matchup, like You know he's
How
gonna
about-
lose the lane. You're drafting 3 losing lanes. You can't win Dota losing 3
How
lanes.
about instead of fourth banning Centaur, you fourth ban whatever, leave Centaur in, and first pick Centaur, and have that instead of Pango off lane.
I don't know, man. I think SIn5 they lost the game from the draft this game. Like you can't set yourself up to have 3 losing lanes and try win the game. Not against a team like Energy.
Well, true, definitely, but I also think that Energy also played effectively flawless Dota, especially in the second game. It was actually kind of hard to, Dota is one of these games that's very interesting because we all are aware that there's a kind of a script that needs to be followed in some way to attain really good results. But it's kind of boring across a team that's just incredible, that's following the script really, really well. Because they played this game. If I just told you this is the draft, these are the heroes, they played this game how you would conceptualize that particular draft should go. It was just good, solid Dota from Energy Esports. Nobody fed. Both of their main cores, neither of them died the entirety of the game. Stan was playing more of a sort of initiation role for his team, which he tends to do no matter where they position him laning wise. And it just worked out really, really well. At the end of the day, just really felt like Energy, not only did they control the game, but I definitely agree with you that they had control of the drafts overall. Knew what they were doing, came prepared, and preparation, practice, and high skill definitely pays off.
Well, that's a great way to say it, Snare, and that's a great way to end the stream. GG, well played to Energy. Thank you all for tuning in. That's it for us. That's the Dota, and yeah, we're on lockdown, Snare. We're gonna be casting more SA Dota, I'm sure. So see you guys. Look on the channel. Look for us on Twitter. We'll be tweeting about the games then. Thank you all for listening. Goodbye.